Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. For anybody who's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you an 8K released by MMAT Metamaterials, and this is confirming the resignation of George Palikaras. I'm also going to be sharing with you a new letter released by the company to one of the shareholders, and for MMTLP I'm also going to be sharing with you some breaking news. I'm finishing off by having a look at a new stock that to the channel which has had 3 recent catalysts. In fact, one of the catalysts is due tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here is from Market Watch, and it states here why the stock market FOMO may set the stage for an early December seasonal weakness. So investors are falling to the premature Santa rally, and that's why I think we have seen a little bit of inconsistency in the markets so far. So we've not seen the beginning of a rally just yet, but we still have time. And the other thing I'd like to share with you is news with regard to the chairman of the House Financial Services Committee. So shout out here to David Lauer, who's confirmed here and shared the news with regard to McHenry, and he states here he will not run for re-election. He's been one of the staunchest supporters of the status quo in markets and a huge impediment to reform, and this is a big deal. So the implication from this news is this could potentially be good for the markets, but because McHenry has been resistant to change, and if we are not getting change, then we're not getting transparency, we're not getting fairness in the market, and we have to have obviously hope that this change leads to a person with more priority for the retail investors. Okay, so what I shared earlier today was news with regard to Metamaterials. The ex-CEO George Palikaras has voluntarily resigned as of 4th of December 2023. So in my opinion, this is a wise move. It's better to jump than be pushed prior to that board meeting. So let's have a look at the Form 8K submitted by Metamaterials, and we can see here highlighted in yellow item 5.02, departure of directors, election of directors and compensatory arrangements of certain officers. And it states here December the 4th, George Palikaras voluntarily resigned as a member of the board of Metamaterials Incorporated, effective immediately. I'm not sure about the word voluntarily. I think he was heavily pushed out. And he certainly wouldn't voluntarily resign. It basically means he had no choice. So this is signed by the current CEO, Uzi Sasson. And one other thing I'd like to share with you here is a letter that was shared by one of the members who contacted me, and he states here, I got a response from MMAT Investor Relations, and you may find this interesting. So let's have a look at what was shared. And it states here again what Rob Stone from Metamaterials is saying is, and we can see here he sent this from his iPhone, and he states here basically responding to Rob and saying in order to obtain the second 180-day extension related to the minimum bid price rule, we have to commit to NASDAQ, and we would implement a reverse split if necessary. And he's also stated here's a new sentence, approval of the shareholders is also necessary, and it looks like they're not currently getting that if we are to maintain the number of authorized shares. The alternative is to perhaps be delisted, and we do not believe this is in the best interest of the company or shareholders. So we certainly have a situation here, and something has to give. I'd like to now share with you some reactions to this news. So first reaction is from Future Tech Stock, who stated the stock market is not about how much a company can generate in terms of revenue. It's about how the company can deal with those unlimited number of short selling shares that are available to short a stock. The company should build a partnership with retail investors like George Palikaras. So an interesting opinion and point of view there from Future Tech stock. And what's also interesting here, I believe we may have a potential reaction from George, and we can see here highlighted by Just Cookie. He states here, George Palikaras is showing where he stands, go and vote. So the post that George has liked is from C-Plant, and the post that C-Plant stated here is, we vote to reverse split. That gives them the ability to continue to dilute. If it is forced, they don't. Authorized shares go down by the same amount. In the future, they can always hold a shareholder vote to increase the authorized share. So this was liked by George Palikaras, indicating that he agrees with this opinion. Final reaction I'm going to share with you is from Marduk, who stated, we are fighting for number 2 pencil fight and his wife, Mrs. Pencil Sharpener, and also for Lolly. My life experience and trauma related to cancer is the reason why I invested in MMAT when I saw all the other things they were doing. And George Palikaras, thank you for giving it your all. So let's now have a look at the breaking news with regard to MMTLP. So shout out here to Busy Brands, who stated, today was our Zoom meeting with a certain department. And he's not going to name the department, but he has confirmed that this department is not Congress. So far we've had a huge number of letters from Congress, but as of yet, Gary Gensler is not responding positively to any of those letters. So this looks like should we call it an attack from a different angle? And what Busy is saying is it took him 6 months and a hell of a lot of perseverance, but it paid off. So that's the part of this post that I like. So obviously message to the MMTLP family to keep pushing. So I am hoping for an update on this, obviously confirmation of the meeting, and hopefully that is productive. So we're not going to speculate who the meeting is with, but another shout out here to Bradley, who stated, I just took action and joined the 3rd letter campaign to address the MMTLP factors affecting 65,000 families plus. We've made progress, but we need to make more members of Congress on board. So that the post from Busy does not imply that we need to give up on the Congress campaign. Remember, the Congress members have the power to subpoena. They obviously are ultimately have authority over the SEC, and the SEC has authority over FINRA. So that battle has to continue. I finally like to share with you some details of a new stock to the channel. This is known as tick symbol ESTC and also known as Elastic. So first of all, let's start by having a look at the chart for the previous month, and you'll see here the stock is up in excess of 59% on the previous month, and you'll see there there is quite a significant green candle early December, showing a spike from around about $80 to currently trading in excess of $113. So certainly looking at this company is in good momentum. So let's have a look at the key highlights. So we can see here in terms of the financial highlights, the company has $311 million in total revenue, 135 million Elastic Cloud revenue. They have 1,220 plus £100,000 plus $100,000 plus ACV customers, and approximately 110% net expansion rate. So certainly good growth potentials and revenue as well as profitability potential there. If we now have a look at additional information about the company, we can see in terms of the latest news, they've completed an acquisition recently. They've reported financial earnings here, which we're going to look at again, also positive. I'm going to be sharing with you the catalyst that is impending and due tomorrow with regard to the conference, so stay tuned for that. And then let's now have a look at first of all the finance. So the recent 2024 financial results, revenue of 311 million. This was up 17% year on year and 16% in constant currency. In terms of the cloud revenue, this was $135 million, and that was up an amazing 331% year on year. So good news there. And what the CEO at the bottom has stated is, we exceeded our expectations, both revenue and non-GAAP operating margin. So certainly looks like a good future for the company. And if we now have a look at potential acquisitions, this is another recent catalyst. Again, November 30th, 2023. They completed the acquisition of Opster. So this is the company behind Elasticsearch, which is Elastic, and they've completed the acquisition of Opster, which is the creators of AutoOps and other tools to use to help users to get more out of their Elastic deployments. But let's have a look at details of the company in question, which is Elastic. So it trades on the New York Stock Exchange, ESTC. and it's a leading platform for search-powered solutions. It understands its answers, not just data. The Elasticsearch platform enables anyone to find answers they need in real time using all their data at scale. So the company delivers complete cloud-based AI-powered solutions for the enterprise security. So again, great area there to be in. They're built on the Elastic platform, a development platform used by thousands of companies, including more than 50% of the Fortune 500. So that's an amazing figure there. And let's now finish off by having a look at the upcoming catalyst. So we can see here they are going to present at the investor conference, and I'm hoping there is some positive news they can share. So the date for this is December the 7th, 2023. So we will be watching this, and hopefully there will be some good announcements there for Elastic, and stay tuned for further updates on this. So if you would like to get more details of stocks that we research, and as well as joining now Discord to get daily stock alerts as well as the weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.